Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnellie.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK, and I'm in the process of making a Christmas banner with the fabulous party banner dies. I have used these for lots of things. I've used them for cards, I've used them for gift bags, boxes, but I haven't actually created a banner with them yet, so I thought I would rectify that. And so I've got three pieces to my banner, 3 layers rather. The first one is pecan pie, and I've used the 4th largest. I'll just double check that, yes. Then I've skipped one, and then I've used the next one with real red. And again, skipped one and used the next one with basic white. Okay, so those are my 3 layers to my banner. I then used the party alphabet dies to cut my letters for my banner with, again, pecan pie. And I've also used dies from this fabulous gingerbread man set for some accessories on there. So let me just put these dies away, and then I'll show you what I've done to actually create each of my banner pieces. Just bring in a piece of scrap there, and I have my pecan pie ink pad and a blending brush. And I've just added a little bit of ink in the corners, not evenly, a little splodge in there, and some around this bottom edge, and again in that corner. All the pieces that would probably, if this was a real slice of gingerbread, have got a little bit extra colour in the oven, just to add that little bit extra texture. And then I've also I inked up the edges of my letters, and there probably is an easier way to do some of these than the way I did them, but there we go. I've got some ink on there, and I've added a little bit of ink to them as well, and just to give extra dimension on some pieces, a little extra bit of interest. Do a little bit on the edge there and down there as well. Okay, so I've got that little bit of ink on there. I'll just put this away before I put my fingers in it. Already got ink on my nails. Then it is a case of layering these up. So I need my glue that I've hidden from myself with dies. Come on, please be the right one. I'm sure I threw the other one out. Oh, do you know what? Bear with me. Plenty new ones, if I can get into them. So. Yeah, it's better. Much easier. Okay, so I'm just layering that up by eye to try and make sure I've got a kind of even border around there. And then I need to find my white ones. I'm going to put these dies out the road. They're cluttering up my desk for no reason. And then this white one. Now I'm going to say that I have definitely had my money's worth out of my cut and emboss machine the last couple of days, cutting out all of these banners and these letters and all of the little sweetie pieces, etc. Now, these little squiggly sort of icing lines are from the Gingerbread Man dies, and I used some adhesive sheets on the back of some scraps of white card to cut out these. Now I need my take your pick tool and try and get the backing off of these. So I went with adhesive sheets because trying to get adhesive on these little squiggly lines is a little bit awkward. But then sometimes trying to get the backing off adhesive sheets is just as awkward. I put that on there, and I'm going to put one on the other end of the S. If I can get the backing off. There it goes. There we are. Like so. I'll just pop that over there like that. Then I'm going to take my paper snips and just cut off the excess on there. Try and get that off my scissors. And same in here. Now there is a little tail on that, which I don't particularly want. So I'm going to come back in and cut that off like that. And there we have that bit. So that is now going to go on here. But as I said, I'm making this as a banner. And my banner has M-E-R-R-Y. So we've got Mary. And then to space between the two, I have this cute gingerbread man. And all of the pieces have all got Wink of Stella on them somewhere, and these cute little embellishments. And some white velvet paper pieces and some red velvet paper pieces on them as well. So I want to make sure that I have got my letters pretty much in a row, nice and neatly spaced. So every single one of these is slightly different, not just because of the letters, but because of the combination of sweeties, etc. And hot chocolate mugs with marshmallows, red marshmallows, why not? And whether some of them are popped up on dimensionals or not. So this was much easier to do before I had put all of the other embellishments on like that. I have this ruler, that's kind of difficult to see there, but it is a centering ruler. So 0 is in the middle. And what I did was put 0 in the V of that bit there. And then lined that up with the bottom of those letters. Let's put that back together again, and sometimes it's easier just to stick a little bit of washi tape or something heavy like a block. Let's grab a block on there so that they don't really move about quite so easily. So I've got my 0 in there, line that up at the bottom there, and then I can add my adhesive to the back of this. And now it's coming out good guns because it's a new one. And I've got used to squeezing hard with the other one. So I just use my nozzle to move that around. There we go. Okay, so I'm lining this up so that I've kind of got an equidistant in between these marks on here. And S is probably the worst one to do it with, but you can kind of see what I mean. When I was doing it with the M, it was easier to see that that really was centered, because that lined up at almost an inch and that lined up at almost an inch there. So handy thing to have. Not a Stampin' Up thing, but a handy thing to have, a centering ruler if, like me, your eyesight's going a bit. Okay, so I'm happy with where that is, and then I need to add some more pieces to that. So I've got an extra little bit of that, I don't need. We've got candy cane. I thought I had more than that. Yes, I did have another candy cane, so that's okay. Candy cane and a little sweetie on there. Now, neither of which have any Wink of Stella on them at the moment. So I'm bringing that silicone mat in, and my Wink of Stella. Silicone mat was great for just adding some glue to the back of some of these smaller pieces, like the lollipop stick. Just checking them on camera there. Okay, so I've just put it on the white of that one, and then I'm going to pop some mini dimensionals on my candy cane, because they're a lovely little fit. There's been a lot of die cutting, but some of the bits have been able to just sit in front of the TV and stick together. Like when I was doing layering up the banners, I cut them all out. I inked the pecan pie ones, and then I just sat in front of the TV and glued them all together. And I die cut lots of the little squiggly lines with adhesive sheet, and then just popped all of them on whilst I was watching TV one evening. So it's been a stop and start project, but that's fine. Just going to use a bit of the edge of this so that we've got most of that set up. And you can tell I've been using a lot of dimensionals, that my little bin of backings is pretty full. Okay, so that is going to go on like that. And then for some of them I used some of these metallic gems just in the centre of, let's go for a little rose gold one, centre of the sweetie. And then I've got some of these to put on. So again, I've die cut some of them from the velvet paper, like that. The white one, that's a white velvet one as well. And I've got some plain white as well. So I need to decide which ones I want to use on this. And I'm trying to make sure that they're slightly different from the one before. But I think I want to have one down. See, this is where it gets, if I want it to be different, let's put those two up there and put that little one down there, but we need to add some Wink of Stella to that red one. And it just makes them look like they're frosted little sweeties. Like that. So I will, that's the old glue. Yeah, that's the old glue, that's the new glue. Pop one of them up there. And that velvety one, yeah, let's do red there. And let's pop the velvety one up with a mini dimensional as well. Just to add to the collection of backings. And there we have it. Okay, so you can see what I've been up to make this banner. The last thing I wanted to do actually was add some of these onto these ones here. As the previous ones I've got them. And oh, that one's got a little one there. I think that's probably enough. Let's put a larger one on there, like that. Yeah, because that one's got a shiny, a metallic one on the cup and a red and white one on the sweetie. So I think that's enough. We just need, we've got a little one, the metallic one on there, and let's just add that beside that one there. So I now need to decide how I'm going to connect these. I think this is going to be displayed in our community centre because it's a bit big for my home. I'm not sure I'm going to have enough of that to do it all the way through. What I might do is punch a hole there, and just tie those two bits together and then do that rather than having a full length. I would have loved to use ribbon, as I've got this gorgeous real red ribbon, but I just think that's going to be a bit too bulky and distract from the actual banners pieces themselves. But I do also have quite a lot of twine that would be a nice rustic look to that. So that's my next decision. What I might do is once it's in place, take a little video of it and share that on my channel as a short. So look out for that coming sometime soon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, got some ideas of different ways to use these gingerbread man dies and how you can create a Christmas banner. If you've enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, click on the subscribe button, click the bell and get a notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Until then, please do take care. Bye bye.